Hey Guardians, my name is Kooncelot, and today we're going to be talking about the new locations in the upcoming Destiny expansion, The Taken King. Let's start by talking about the Dreadnaught, a full new destination with unique secrets, rituals, puzzles, and treasures to uncover. Here is some information given about the Dreadnaught on the official Destiny The Taken King website. The Dreadnaught's massive, impenetrable hull is feared to house a dark labyrinthine lair, pathways to ancient hive who have pledged their loyalty to Oryx and used their inscrutable shrines to empower and protect their king. You will be the first to venture within. You will be the first to face them. The Dreadnaught has also been described as a massive castle in the sky, a giant floating fortress, and an evil mausoleum. This enormous hive ship looms in the rings of Saturn. It is said to be ancient, millions of years old, and the best part? It's filled with loot for you and your fire team. I imagine that treasure chests like the one seen in this clip will be hidden all throughout the Dreadnaught. Another interesting thing about this clip is that it lets us know the only specific name given so far for a location within the Dreadnaught, since it is, in fact, a new patrol area. Here the Guardians are in an area called the Hull Breach. Other various locations we are likely to see within the Dreadnaught are prisons, summoning pits, and ceremony halls. Now, being a new patrol area, this also means that we will be seeing new patrol missions specific to the Dreadnaught and also new public events. In terms of the enemies seen at this location, you can expect to see a lot of Hive and even more of the Taken. Other enemies, however, could potentially show up here, as we see a Cabal harvester ship and Cabal that have not been taken fighting in this area that has some very Hive-like looking architecture. And of course, the Dreadnaught is where the new raid will take place, and will ultimately be where you fight and defeat Oryx, the Taken King himself. The next location new to the Taken King is the Mars moon Phobos. From what I've heard, it sounds like the first mission of this new expansion will take place here and set the tone for the rest of the campaign. Some have speculated that Phobos will also be a new patrol area, but Bungie has not come out and said this themselves, so it is still unclear how often we will be able to visit this location. Like Mars, the Cabal have populated Phobos, establishing a military base on its surface. But we aren't here to fight the Cabal, we're here to investigate. The Vanguard have intercepted a Cabal distress signal on Phobos and have sent you and your fire team to check it out. As it turns out, the Cabal are not leading an invasion, but rather they are fleeing from an enemy, that enemy being Oryx and his Taken army. With the exception of the Reef, Mars is the closest in-game location to Saturn that we have visited, so it makes sense that Oryx would organize an attack against the Cabal first. In this clip, we see a hologram of Saturn in the Cabal base on Phobos, indicating that the Cabal might have actually been aware of this incoming attack. Moving on, let's revisit the Cosmodrome in Old Russia on Earth. The most important information to take out of this area is that we will be climbing the massive tower in the center of the map, which appears to be one of the colony shuttles from the Golden Age. Here is a clip of a Taken Vandal being shot in the same room at the end of the Devil's Lair strike, where you fight Septics Prime. Here is a clip of me inside that room, in the same spot for comparison. Notice that the garage door back here is currently closed, but in the new mission you can see that it is open. Here we have a screenshot of a fire team of Guardians crossing the body of water in the back of the room towards the garage door. This bridge of broken debris is now in place, allowing them to cross. Something that's actually really cool about this is the story recognizes that we destroyed Septics Prime. You can tell because in this shot you can see what looks like a large broken servitor on the ground behind them. Here is another screenshot showing us that it is indeed the dead Septics Prime. In my opinion, I think it's awesome to see the game acknowledge past story elements as we move forward through Destiny's growing campaign. Anyways, back to the location itself. So from the Septics Prime room, somehow you ascend this structure and cross it to get to the colony shuttle. You continue climbing, fighting Taken as you go. Then it appears that the mission will end with you fighting some version of Oryx alongside his Taken army in one of the spheres at the top. Next, I'd like to briefly mention this clip of the inside of the new Echo Chamber strike. This location is found on Venus, with its entrance being near where you fight Zydron, the Vex Gatelord in the Endless Steppes. I'll be doing another short video to detail how this strike might play out in the future. Last but not least, I have to mention the new subclass cinematics. While there isn't any gameplay of these locations yet, there is a strong possibility you will have to go on a class-exclusive mission to obtain your new powers. If we assume this to be true, then Titans will have a mission on Mercury, Hunters will have a mission either on Venus or in the Black Garden, and Warlocks will have a mission on Mars. Then again, these could just be cutscenes you have to watch once your new subclass is available to you, explaining where they came from. So that's it for new locations, or at least what I could find of them. Personally, I'm really excited about exploring the Dreadnought. If you have any new locations you'd like to see in the Taken King, let me know by leaving a comment below. Thanks for watching my video analysis of the locations we'll see in Destiny: The Taken King this September. And as always, see you Starside.